But like the one thing I gotta ask too is how was that experience on the Four? And people who are listening that don't know what the Four is, it's a music competition show on Fox, on the channel Fox. I feel like it's a competition for like The Voice and all them. I think it's like one of
Yeah.
them. And the judges are like what? We got DJ Khaled, Puff Daddy, Megan Trainor, and who's the fourth one?
It was
He's like
it was
a record label executive, right?
Charlie Walk.
Yeah. Charlie,
Charlie
yep.
Walk. I really
Yep.
hope he sees me forgetting his name. Um,
I'll kind of
no,
cut it. I'll kind of cut it and make it so it's quicker, so it makes it seem like you thought of it like that. How about that?
oh no, that's cool. You can leave it.
No, but so it's a very impressive, judge panel, So how was that experience on that show for you?
It was a really amazing experience. I think one of the most amazing parts of it was just like the people that I met, through the whole thing. Um, a lot of them are like my closest friends now, either directly from the show or from some kind of connection through it. And for that, I'm really grateful. I got to see the inner workings of things with television and with network stuff and all of that to see how things move. Um, and I got a chance to live like a king in LA for about a month and some change. It was really cool. As far as the actual performance part of it, it was I don't know, it was interesting. It felt like almost any other performance.
Right.
Um, yeah, and one of the things that they actually took out of the story when they posted up when they broadcast the show, in the interviews, I told them about a lot of the stuff that I had going on around that time. I had just finished doing this stuff. I was on Tank's Savage tour, opening for him in 2017, and I just finished doing some stuff at Candy Burris's restaurant, and like headlining some festivals and all this other stuff like that. And so I was already kind of in that mode. And so when I walked up on that stage, right before I got on that stage, a thought popped in my head for like half a second. I was like, oh, I'm about to go on stage in front of millions of people watching around the world. And then these people who made the records that I've been listening to for like the last 20 years. And then immediately thereafter, I was just like, this is what I do like every day.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? And yeah, it was fun. There were actually some people that came to the show who had seen me live before. Um, and there was this whole like corner of people next to the stage that all like, I actually was wearing some jewelry that one of the girls had given me. And yeah, they were so supportive and like just screaming my ear off on that side. And yeah, it was pretty
It,
amazing.
It was, and I mean, what I saw on it, I watched it briefly, like your performance on there was impressive, and one thing I've always heard about those shows, like I've had a few friends that were on The Voice, and I've always
Yeah.
heard about how subjective it could be, and like how
Yeah.
friendly you have to be with the producers, and this producer is better than that producer because of this and that, like I've heard all that, and I assume this is the same, same deal.
Honestly, if there's anything I would say, um, let me see, what can I say without being sued? Uh, it if there's anything that I would say it's definitely something that is made for someone's vision of what music is,
Yeah,
um, and not necessarily for what music is.
right.
Uh, there is a certain there's a certain mindset that comes along with it, that's different than the way I think about it. One of the things I would say about it, is that I'm one of those people who believes that we all have the ability to be great in our own right,
Yep.
and each one of us, there's a lane for everyone. And the entire premise of shows like that is, in fact, literally the premise of that show was to knock somebody out of their spot.
Right.
And You know, while I'm all here for competition and I'm definitely competitive, I'm competitive. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna do what I do and show who I am. You do the same, and then may the best person win. But at the same time, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, you suck because I'm better than you,
Right.
And that's what they wanted. That was the energy that they wanted to be presented, and I wasn't for that. And so,
No,
yeah.
that makes sense. That makes 100% sense. Which one of them four you feel like stuck out to you as like, oh my God, yeah, that's the one I gotta.
None of them really, honestly.
I like
I mean,
that.
it's because honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I was kind of, I don't know, I didn't really fully grasp everything that was happening until after it happened. But I was kind of like just going with the motions and going with the flow of things. And so I wasn't even thinking about, who I want to impress, at least not who I want to impress on that panel. I feel like if anybody, I wanted to impress like the 7-year-old me who
Right.
always wanted to be on national television,
Yeah.
and I think I did that.
I was like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah, their comment was that I was too nice. I was too sweet.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know. In my world, that's not a bad thing. But
Right.
yeah, yeah. It's interesting. There's a whole thing. In fact, one of the songs on my project is kind of about that.
Yeah.
Actually, a few songs, but it's like they tried to kind of take a thing that made me who I am and like spin it to be something that isn't desired. And yeah, it was very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.